think you just said what I said, except you just added, the people. You add specifics to it. So,
Okay.
Yep. So you just mentioned 2 businesses. You can't
Okay.
help. You can't help yourself.
Okay.
It feels like we're already wrapping the next segment.
Exactly.
Into this
I was about to say the same thing. Here we go to the next thing.
I'm glad the way you. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So he said, she said. Argue about something.
Okay, I got an argument for you. How the heck I'm the only person didn't know what the name of these segments were?
I thought Paul told you.
Well,
So y'all got all this planned against me.
I don't know what the topics are though.
No.
That Paul was actually going to tell me the topics first.
Really?
Because he said you can spout out something and that I need more preparation, which is so true. But so I don't know these. These are coming. I'm blind to these too. So here we go.
Do you have topics?
I don't know. He messaged me and was like, "I'll be there next Wednesday to help direct."
Okay.
Oh my, so he said, she said, what are we even supposed to be talking about, Paul?
So part-time Paul can be replaced with poor planning Paul. How about that?
We flashed up something that we don't even have questions for.
So tell Paul that PPP does not stand for the Paycheck Protection Program. It stands for part-time Paul, poor planning Paul. So this is.
I assure you, he's watching.
5 P's: PP, PPP, part-time,
poor planning
Paul. Ooh, he's gonna come in with a. I can't say.
I'm surprised he's not commenting.
He's gonna come
now.
in.
We're gonna get the revenge of Phil.
He's
Friday.
not watching her. He would have already jumped in and tried to direct the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought maybe he was doing that from over there anyway.
Yeah.
So.
He said. She said. Come on, you can do it, Smith. Give us a topic.
Okay, a topic.
Oh, goodness.
He said. She said. You want me to make it spicy?
Oh no!
Come
That's
on.
the first thing that comes to mind.
Come on, bring it. Bring
Okay,
it.
how do you guys feel about Billy's risky investment strategies? Now, it doesn't always have to be something that you guys are going to disagree on. I mean, that's part of the point.
So, notice of hiring. I'm looking for 2 producers. How do you feel about my risky?
He doesn't like that y'all are ganging up on him and siding with me a little bit.
So first of all, Smith, let's hold on.
I make risky investments too. I mean, I play with my side money, so I can't say too much.
Okay, so first of all, let's define what you mean by risky investment strategies.
Okay.
You define it, then we'll take it on.
Well,
why do you think
I know exactly what he's about to say.
Okay.
Well, the short selling is probably the most obvious one. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
I knew that's what he's about to say.
Okay.
I don't know if I can attack you anywhere else. Everything else you do is long term.
I was about to say he is extremely. He has a risk tolerance that I'm not really sure how he has that, but. For the most part, I will defend him in this. The short sale was a very bad decision that he does not need to be doing anymore. Okay, we have that. We lost enough money and we're not doing that.
No more short selling.
But for the most part, his risk pay off for the most part. He just doesn't have that meter that people have that say, no. Or maybe he does and he just says, I don't want to talk about that. But I have 0 risk tolerance, really. I mean, maybe a 5, but I am I'm way more calculated than he is.
I wouldn't say, okay, 2 things.
Okay, maybe the calculated is the wrong word. You're about to correct my word.
In your investments, maybe.
2 things. Number 1, so okay, disagree. I'm gonna disagree with you, okay?
Okay, of
course. That's not true. I don't just automatically disagree with you. We wouldn't win together if that were the case. Number 1, you do have a risk tolerance, okay? And number 2, you're not more calculated than me, okay? You have a risk. So you stated 2 things that are incorrect. Okay. You said that you do not have a risk tolerance. Hold on, you're gonna get people distracted, Smith.
Sorry.
let's stick to the game plan.
At least he's here.
Yeah. Part-time Paul finally showed up halfway through the show. So you said you don't have a risk. You have a very big risk tolerance. You don't realize you do. Okay. Number one, you married me.
Well, that's true.
That signifies a risk tolerance right there, because we go really fast up here. We go for it, right? So just being involved, and you have a big risk tolerance because you work on commission only. Okay. Now it doesn't seem like a risk to you because you understand that you control. Right. So it's not that you don't have a risk tolerance. You just don't understand that. I don't mean that in a bad way. You don't understand the risks that I take. But because I am very calculated, our risk tolerance is probably about the same.
No, that is so untrue.
I've just researched it to a greater degree on the things that I am. They're not like, I would be scared to do some of the things you do because I don't understand them. I wouldn't be able to. I would not risk my livelihood on having to sell furniture or homes, both of which.
It's just a difference in what we do, though.
Exactly. That's my point. I think we have the same risk tolerance.
Nobody thinks that we have the same risk tolerance. Nobody that's watching the show thinks we have the same risk tolerance. But
I love this segment.
For instance, we can go to Vegas. Do you know how much I gamble in Vegas? How many dollars I gamble in Vegas?
None.
Zero.
I'll give her $100 and make her
Zero.
go gamble.
I have done that on a gambling boat once. Lost it in 10 minutes and said never again. Now I'll take his $100 in Vegas, but I'm not putting it on the blackjack table.
All right. So PPPPP showed up.
Got a couple.
Let's start.
I like them.
What did he say? Thank you, Paul, for showing up.
Is he somewhere?
You're the greatest.
I see like 5 topics.
Yeah, that's fine.
So first one, he said, she said, Bitcoin.
All right. You know what? Here, I'm gonna make a prediction. See, I'm gonna make a prediction. He said, she said is gonna be a tough. It's gonna be tough to get us to disagree.
Okay.
Okay. You start Bitcoin.
Well, I'm really unsure about your thoughts on Bitcoin, honestly, which is why I'm saying all the things that I'm saying. I don't understand Bitcoin. I do not own any Bitcoin, probably won't own any Bitcoin. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay. Bitcoin, scam or a solid investment?
I'm going to go with scam.
It's a scam. Now, so therefore it is a bubble. So we agree. See? Now, do I own Bitcoin? Yes. Because
I didn't know.
Because I'm convinced that the scam is going to grow. You got more and more people. When you go to Thanksgiving and your grandma and your aunt, and when I go to Chloe's pitching practice and her coach is saying, what's this Bitcoin stuff? It's about that's a bad sign when everybody's what it is tulip mania in 2021. But I own it because the bubble's going to get way bigger before it busts.
Now,
it has no value.
Out of curiosity, have you seen the news with? I believe it was Apple and MasterCard are now buying in and setting up systems to process it. Apparently.
No, but I bet all they're going to do is get Coinbase or some wallet. They're not. Nobody uses Bitcoin for currency. The original purpose was to be a peer-to-peer currency, and now that would have been. I'm all in on the idea of that, and I'm all in on anonymity. But all that's been proven wrong. It's the easiest thing in the world because of the blockchain to actually tell who sent it. There is no anonymity, and you can't. Yeah. So no. See, we agree. Scam.
Let's see. This one was interesting. He said, she said, best day of 2021 so far.
Oh.
You know what?
Difficult one.
No, it's
Not
just
really.
just risky to answer.
Okay.
Risky to answer.
So, yep. So we're going to write it down so we don't influence.
Write it down.
Yep,
He doesn't want y'all to end up with the same answer, I guess.
that's correct.
Oh, before I don't have a pen, so
Yes.
You go, or you can say yours now because mine's written down.
okay. I'm still trying to think. So don't tell me yours yet. Well, 2 reasons I guess I'll have this answer. I would say last Sunday was the best day for me so far because it was Valentine's Day and I got to spend it with you.
Sweet.
And then the second is I got my first real estate listing that morning, sitting in the chair in the condo, or was that Saturday? And that's a big deal to me. That was a goal I had, and it was awesome.
I that was Saturday, which
Okay,
means
sorry.
no, it's fine. It's perfect. See, Paul's not going to like this segment because we agree. What's it say?
Valentine's Eve.
Valentine's Eve. Booyah! Bring it on. So this, you know what this show is going to be called? Prove Paul wrong.
The things that affirmably agree on.
Hey.
Stump the host. What's next, Miss Smith?
Let's see. His next one. He said, she said, I want more blank.
Let's see. Paul might be trying to get a little spicy in there. Hadn't he? Is this what rating does this show have?
It's not, not that.
Is this a kid friendly show?
It's a kid friendly show. It's
I want more
parent
kids.
friendly,
I want
kid
more
friendly.
kids.
Okay, that's definitely not my answer. Definitely not my answer.
I want more kids, Paul.
I want more family time.
More family time. Okay. So, this is a tricky situation. You have more family time by sacrificing more family time. You agree?
Yeah, I mean,
Now that's hard. That's a hard concept for people to grasp. But winning together, we have more family time than we once had.
Oh, absolutely. But they're all my point to that was, I mean, we do work a lot, but my point to that is they are getting older. I'll be tearing up.
Oh goodness.
And we don't have that much.
Well, now, okay, I totally agree. Uh-oh. Say something funny, Smith.
Say something funny. Would you like to hear a joke about pizza? Never mind. It's too cheesy.
Oh my gosh.
So
That was awful, Smith.
in order to have more family time, like a week in Jamaica, being able to fly and see our children, and you've had experience a lot of family time individually with Trevor going on the baseball stuff. To be able to do that, you had to make sacrifices beforehand, and that's very tough because you don't know when and where to stop. It's hard to tell when and where to stop the sacrifice.
Well, and we want them to have the best life possible, so that's why we do all that we do. But
Man, I got a new topic for the next one. I won't throw it on here and prompt it.
Cool.
So anyway, more kids, more family time. That's
you
kind of
do
the same
not
thing.
want more kids.
Maybe I meant
you are not serious about maybe you're ready for grandkids. No, we're not ready for grandkids if our kids are watching. Not yet, please.
If you do want something funny, down in the Robert Brooker section, his last comment was, wow, that just reminded me that I am supposed to be at Douglas Vermeeren's coaching call. So he got caught up in the show, apparently.
Okay.
He was
supposed to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Paul does have one more, though.
Okay.
Bring it on, Paul.
He said, she said, best thing about my spouse and most challenging thing about my spouse.
You know what, Paul?
He is trying to cause some problems on here.
Yes, he is. You want to go first?
Best thing about you to me is your that you care so much for others.
Thank you for saying that. Because a lot of times on this show, I
You come across very differently.
well, I on purpose,
Very differently.
on purpose.
A lot of people don't know that about you.
I know. A lot of people think that I am who I am when I'm trying to get a reaction. Not a lot of this show. We do the show every day at 11, right? Or we do a show every day at 11. It's calculated.
We all put on a little bit of a character when we create content, anyways, right?
Yeah, like when I'm calling part-time Paul.
You don't really mean
No,
that.
Paul's one of my favorite people on the planet. He's number 2 in the organization, right? Because I know he is the most responsible person in there. So I have
that's very true.
Yep. See, but now I knew that early on, and a lot of other people didn't know that either, right? You didn't know Paul.
No, I mean I didn't know him the way that I know him now.
Exactly.
But I know that he is very responsible, and you definitely need him.
Yep. You're trying to. There's a little innuendo in there, Smith. But anyway, no, I appreciate you saying that because everything that I do on the show, 90% of what I do is calculated. Now, when I have a guest on the show that I'm interviewing, they're always surprised at how much they like doing the show because I pay attention to them and I listen. Like on yesterday's show, if it's a show, if it's my show and it's about me or it's about sales or it's about something like that, I say things to get a reaction. I say things I say everything I say is on purpose, even the crazy stuff. And that doesn't always come across as you said, caring so much for others. So I'm glad you said that. So do we go to my favorite thing or do we go to her most challenging thing?
Let's go to your favorite thing because then the next one's probably going to be like a fight or something. So.
My favorite thing, man, that's a tough one because like you're my dream girl, right? You're everything,
Goodness.
But who you are, just who you are. That's my favorite thing about you.
Okay.
Is that too general?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite thing about you is your smile and your laugh.
Okay.
My favorite thing by far, to see you smile.
Okay.
What's next?
The most challenging part of
who goes
each
first?
other.
Who goes first?
Smith, you choose.
I'm gonna flip it this time. Billy, go first.
Okay. The most challenging thing.
I know what I think it is, but go ahead.
Most challenging thing to me about you is when you get inside your own head and you don't see the things that you need to be smiling for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, and then I'm like, dang, what can I do? And then it's like, what's his name? Tommy Boy, when he has his little cell and he pets his cell and he squeezes his cell and he kisses his cell and he just smashes his cell. I screw it up, when I'm trying to fix things that sometimes maybe. What's your most challenging thing about me? Yeah,
well,
a lot of time to think about this.
Yeah, I did. Okay. A lot of people won't think this about you, but the most challenging thing for me is you're messy.
I'm messy?
You're so messy.
Okay.
You leave things everywhere for me to clean up for you.
Would you look at this desk?
You're
it looks
so
like
messy.
It looks like
your closet is something that daily I have to pray about.
Let me call Karen right now and see if she can straighten my closet up.
Oh well, she's probably thinking. She actually, if she's watching at our house right now, she's like, yes.
I like for other people to clean up behind me.
Right, but what that says is you have more time than I do. That's what that says. Is my time is more important than yours. When I have to clean up your It's just not a debate. This is what I'm telling you. It says. Yeah. So yeah.
I have
to everybody out there, when you leave your stuff on the floor for somebody to pick up, it says to them, you have more time than I do.
Nah.
I'm out of here.
It just says the house cleaner needs to come more often.
Okay, well. Moving on. See?
I was going to say, I have come in here to find some pretty crazy scenes before. Like t-shirts just thrown on the desk.
You have no idea. We buy more jackets that we don't know where they are.
Where's my black puffy jacket now?
I have no clue. I have no idea.
Has anybody seen my black puffy jacket? I've misplaced it.
I mean, we buy pullovers buy 3s because he's not going to have it the next time he needs it.
I'll buy 3 of the same color pullover.
Exactly, because he's not going to have it. He's not going to have it very long.
All right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, buddy.
Now, on a positive note from Paul, he would like, and I think this is a great idea, to ask viewers to send in topics for next week's He Said, She Said. So, I guess if you want to message those to me, you want to, is there a particular place that you think would be best?
I think the comments during the show would be best because I like the impromptu-ness. So
Yes,
if you
sir.
like that, if you like a he said, she said, if you think you could start a battle, if you think you can start a fight, and by the way, if you think I'm right, which you probably do, then put in the comments, Billy's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if some crazy person is watching and thinks
that I'm
April's right, then you put in the comments.
Then you're correct.
And put in April's right. And but let's do it in the comments. That's where it needs to be.